All right, so now that we have designed the majority of our box, the base and the four sides, what you need to do now is start thinking through the how to dimension the top of your box. All right, so that's this 3D printed part right here. So in order to do this, a few kind of just guidelines or rules. The thickness of the plastic, I don't want it to be too thick, otherwise it's going to take a really, really long time for you to print yours. The thickness, I want you to set as 0.20 inches thick. All right, so when you do that, and the other thing you need to keep in mind is when you start designing your top, it needs to have some way for your speaker to actually mount successfully here, because this is, you see mine is not very well designed. I could have made this circle a better diameter to actually meet up here, so this is a bad example. What I want you to do is make sure that you have a way to securely attach your speaker to your top, because that's what's really going to secure it in place. All right, so this could have been a much better design piece here. All right, but the other thing is it needs to fit nice and snug into the speaker box. So because of the thickness of the materials, it's actually different dimensions this direction than it is in this direction. And you see that depending on how I have it in here, this is actually the correct orientation, whereas this way is incorrect. It doesn't really fit well. It's too short on one side and it's too long on the other. All right, so it is important that you dimension this correctly. So what I mean by that, so the way my box is designed, it's like this. So if you go back to our layout, I have wood on the back, HDP on the front, on the left. On the front, I have acrylic, and on the right, I have the expanded PVC. So the back side, I have wood, which is 0.20 inches thick. On the left side, I have HDPE, which is 0.25 inches thick. On the front side, I have acrylic, which is 0.125 inches thick. And on the right side, I have expanded PVC, which is also 0.125 inches thick. And so when I do the math, the total box outside dimension is 4.5 inches. I have to remove the thickness of the material. So for this dimension, I have to remove 0.25. So that brings down to 4.25. And I have to remove another 0.125. So that remaining is 4.125 inches in that dimension. All right, and then this dimension, it's again outside dimension is 4.5. I have to remove the thickness of the back, which is 0.2, so it's now 4.3 inches, and then I have to remove the 0.125. So then it's 4.3 minus 0.125, so I have 4.175. I'm doing that quickly on the top of my head, so if my computation is a little wrong, I apologize. But the point being, you see that these numbers are not the same. All right, so that's why it's important to make sure that the design of this. All right, there we go. The design of this top is done correctly. The other thing you want to keep in mind is that when we put the fabric on, the fabric does have thickness to it. All right, so you need to be careful that you can actually wrap the fabric a little bit, and I still haven't cut out the last little bit here, the little notch, but you see that I've got a little lip here. So if I put it this way, this outside dimension from here to here is 4.175, and then I backed it off about 0.05 of an inch, 0.05, so that's the kind of like the thickness of the material, so I can wrap it, and it should still stay nice and snug and fit in the box. All right, so there's a lot of stuff, and then you can have any design in here you want. Try to leave as much open space so you can allow the music to come out. So you want to have some kind of interesting design. Don't, again, this is just a very basic X for kind of bracing, and then a circle that I intended to fit my speaker, but again, I just kind of made it up real quick as an example. It didn't quite fit, so I want yours to be better, more accurate. All right, so make something that will house, attach the speaker and act as a top to your speaker.